I know there's bits in this that I've had to edit out.
Yeah.
Which,
introducing Sir. Is that would you call that a Lancashire phrase, a Cumbrian phrase, or a Northern phrase, Neil, that I introduced to Scotland?
Well, considering I've never actually heard of it until I met you, I've got to say it's a Nye phrase.
fair enough.
Welcome to a different kind of archery podcast where we're all about the real stories, practical tips, and the shared passion for this timeless sport. Join us for insightful conversations with archers, experts, and enthusiasts from all walks of life. From hitting the golds to the pursuit of personal growth through archery, we've got it all. So get ready to knock your arrow and take aim at a world of archery knowledge. This is Unstrung Archery.
Welcome back to another episode of Unstrung Archery. I'm Neil, and as always, I'm joined by the wonderful Nye.
Greetings, archers.
We've got an interesting episode today. Nye's been ating about at the West of Scotland Indoor Championships at the Sportscotland National Sports Training Centre in Inverclyde, and we've got a lot to cover. So,
before we jump into today's episode, I just wanted to take a moment and talk about something a little different, but incredibly important. Now, I know we usually focus on archery, but if you've been listening for a while, you know I'm a bit of a geek, and you also know that I'm a big believer in community, whether that's on the range, around the gaming table, or in the digital world. There is an incredible charity Minecraft event coming up called Build for Better, which I want the community to get behind. It's organised by the brilliant Twitch streamer Luna Cupcake. It's running from the 11th to the 14th of April, and the 4 in the name isn't just there for style. It represents 4 days of non-stop creativity, where more than a dozen talented content creators from both Java and Bedrock will come together to build something truly massive. It's all about collaboration, skill, and creating something bigger than any one person could do on their own. There are some fantastic builders getting involved, including the likes of Deep Sky Miner, Genfire, Manky Hamster, Corrupted Tree, First Viper, and Tadpole Milk, alongside others. This is bringing a huge range of styles and creativity to the event. And the best part, and this is why I'm behind it so much, it's all for a fantastic cause, raising money for a charity called SpecialEffect. Now, this is a charity that helps people with disabilities to enjoy gaming. They do incredible work making games accessible for everyone because nobody should be left out of the fun. Luna and a few friends have put together an event that's not just about building in Minecraft, but it's about building a better gaming community, one that's inclusive, creative, and driven by kindness. So, if you love Minecraft, you want to support a great cause, or just enjoying watching a group of builders push the limits of what is possible, be sure to check it out. I'll drop the details in the show notes. Spread the word, tune in, and if you can, please show your support for this fantastic charity. Let's get into today's episode.
So obviously we've got supporting a great cause here through with Luna's work, and I'm looking forward to seeing how we can support the guys, Neil, and get something good. Cause anything we can do to give more people more opportunities, let's get behind it.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm all for supporting charity, and Luna's done some incredible work. I couldn't do half of the stuff that she does, and I'm not sure whether anybody's into Minecraft or anything, but watching Luna, how she builds and some of the stuff that she can create, she's incredible. And she's got a, shall we say, cast? I don't know if cast is the right word, but we've got a lot of other content creators alongside her that are absolutely fantastic as well. One of them is actually our good friend Jen as well, who actually came down to our Empire. So she came down to our Portsmouth last year. Yeah, which she actually had one of our first shirts that she won via the giveaway we were doing. So yeah,
I just remember me and Jen winding you up a treat last year. That was my first memory with Jen.
Yeah, and since then she's moved over to America. She's doing absolutely fantastic over there, and she's a streamer herself as well. So we love helping out friends and whatnot. So really happy to get behind this the event. But still, as exciting as that is, West of Scotland, Nye.
Yeah, West of Scotland.
Tell us a little bit about the atmosphere. What was it like there? The setup, how the archers have been performing. Give us kind of an overview of the day for day one.
So day one, overall, it was a great weekend away. It was a good chat with. It was, a good friend of ours. Good couple of friends of ours, Alistair Shields and Craig Patterson. Talked me into
everywhere, them two, aren't they?
Yeah, can't get rid of them, can we?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, so we're in contact with Alistair and Craig, and obviously we've got a good working relationship with all the guys up in Scotland. So yeah, we were talking about the event, and obviously we did work at the junior series last June. So I thought let's go and do a repeat trip up to Scotland again. And as for the event, it was definitely quite a spectacle going there, because we had a few Cumbrians all go up. So there was myself, Sarah Knowles, Bev Love, and Alison and Jamie, and we all travelled up separately, but it was just but there's a nice group of us going up, and yeah, so we got there, and it's just quite a nice thing, because obviously I went to King's with quite a lot of the guys from West of Scotland.
Yeah.
So it was a nice mixing of two crowds. All my friends from Cumbria and all my friends from West of Scotland, and actually being with everyone at the same time. So it was well set up, because the venue itself is quite a big multi-sport complex, as the name would suggest. And we had a good cafe, but unfortunately for you, make no bacon butties.
Gutted. I'm glad I didn't go now.
At least not that good tea anyway. But yeah, the Archers. It was quite a big hall. Can't remember exactly how many bosses we had up, but yeah, it was definitely bigger than what we have at Penrith. Probably on in terms of shooting hall, probably a similar size, probably similar width to what we had at Bamber Bridge for the Lancashire champs. But then way more space as well for actually sitting and spectating. In terms of performance, obviously we had a venue similar size to Bamber Bridge, and the people. So obviously knowing a few people there, we had some good performances across the board, and yeah, I can't remember exactly how people did, but I remember the atmosphere especially being a really positive atmosphere, because as you come to expect up in the west, it's like we see in the north of England as well. We have a lot of very supportive archers up there. So performance that we did, I can't recall if we had PBs and things, but we had from the people that I was with. But I seem to remember everyone being really engaging, and people were mixing well. And the team from the Western Isles in our second interview, they were a really friendly bunch as well, coming over as almost like a big family club.
Looking at the actual pictures of this place, it looks an absolutely fantastic venue. It looks very good with the lighting and stuff like that, and very generous in obviously the size of the actual range as well. That they can fit in, being able to fit 20 bosses in there. Looking at this picture here, is only about 16 bosses, 8. But it does look like there's plenty of room for more. So yeah,
it's one
fantastic venue.
I think for me it would be one. For me, it would be a great. I'd love to be able to have a shoot somewhere like that. If we had more facilities like that down our neck of woods, it'd be great for shoots. Yeah,
it's very few and far between larger venues in this area, especially north of England. All the bigger venues are down south and Lilleshall and stuff like that. It's great to have it down there, but we really need some kind of really decent venues up here.
If we're in the Euro Millions, we'll invest in a big performance centre in an old warehouse in Morecambe.
Yeah, why not? Anyway, so you spent a couple of about 20 minutes, half an hour with a couple of people on day one. You believe you had a chance to speak to Linda from Blooming Fitness. So tell us a little bit about that, and then we'll get into the little interview you did on the field.
So it's Alistair and Craig had decided to put on a series of seminars around the event, so that it would be a chance for archers to hopefully, if they wanted to, pick up some knowledge from people in the industry, people from the governing body as well. So when my mates had got settled in, I ventured up, and because Linda being from Blooming Fitness, but is a personal trainer who supports Alistair and Craig, or Alistair and Marie, I think she supports. And then they said, "Why don't you come along? Tell archers a bit about nutrition, etc." And different bits of strength training they can do to incorporate it into the routine, into the general programs and things. And she talked through things like taking creatine supplement, all the healthy supplements and things that you can do to reduce wear and tear on the body, and also some basic gym exercises that you can do as well. And we even had a little bit where I did an informal interview with her, and then was there and he's relatively new at Scottish Archery, but I think if I remember rightly, it's looking to do program development. We might have to check that part in the interview, but he was looking to say about how he's looking to do work with getting Scottish Archery and giving people a voice from the clubs and things. Try and make it sort of how Scottish Archery can work with people with clubs at club level, and how
that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, because that's one thing I've really liked about the discussions I've had with Scottish Archery, is that they seem very open to actually be able to responsive to what the members are, responsive to members, and that sort of care for your people. Almost.
They'd definitely be a lot more involved at grassroots level as well, which, this is that's what this podcast is all about. So, I'm all for that. Well done. Keep up the work.
And obviously and also to Ewan who does the social media as well, always been very good to us in terms of actually helping us share content as well when we've tagged them.
Exactly, and very, very proactive team there for getting archery out, and as an ambassador for Archery GB as well. That's fantastic. That there's people out there that's willing to promote the sport and push the sport. So it's all great. Shall we have a little listen to the interview then?
Yeah, let's go for it. We're here in the seminar room at the West of Scotland Archery Association indoor session, and two of our guests we have from Scottish Archery and Blooming Fitness. We'll hand over first to Blooming Fitness to introduce themselves.
Hi, my name's Linda, and I'm a personal trainer, and I'm the founder of Blooming Fitness. So I have a very small private gym, and I have the privilege of training a couple of archers. So this is why I'm here today, to see them compete and to learn a little bit more about the sport and how I can help people progress and develop with their competitive side.
And representing Scottish Archery, we have...
Hi, I'm Jonny Roy. I'm the National Development Manager with Scottish Archery. I currently manage our development team, so oversee our club and coaching, our community workforce, and one of my main roles is trying to develop the pathways to performance within Scottish Archery.
Oh, very nice. And so as you can tell, we've got two really good guests with us today. So I suppose first of all, obviously we had coaching with Alistair and working with Scottish Archery. How have we found the... So I'm going to take a presumption that we've not been, because I know for me I've not been to an event like this before, with seminars and things. So just wondered how you guys are actually finding it for today.
Yeah, well, I've not been to the event like this either. No, I think it's really interesting. I was really glad that Alistair approached me to come. It's been great to be able to actually watch the archers in action and see what it's like on a competition day, rather than just speaking to them in a gym environment. So I can see the kind of pressure they're they're under and the sort of time frames they have to shoot in. And, I've just set up some stations where they can come and have a bit of fascial release, foam rolling, some bands, things if they want to warm up or loosen off, and also the nutrition side of things as well. It's a long day, so set up some snacks for them too, just to help them with their performance and their focus too. So it's been really good. It's really interesting meeting different people and learning new phrases.
Yeah, so for reference, I've been teaching everyone how to swear like a seasider from the northwest of England. And for yourself, mate, how have we found?
First of all, I'm delighted to be here. I think for me personally, I've only been in the door at Scottish Archery for the last 5 months, so archery is a new sport for me. I've worked in sports development for the last 14 years or so, mainly in football, field hockey and golf. So archery is an exciting new sport for me. It's an exciting time to come in and get into a new 4-year strategy. So this is the first event that I've been at in my first 5 months. Delighted to be invited along, and it looks like it's a very exciting day, and I'm excited to kind of share some news and updates of what's going on within Scottish Archery.
Hey, very nice, and coming from me as an archer, it's good to have you guys in as well, because sometimes I feel like we come to club, we shoot, and we go home and things. We don't necessarily get the contact with outside sort of our immediate thing.
Or you just sharp pointy arrows and getting lost out when you've got them. For me, I think it's fascinating seeing the equipment that you use. I am just blown away by that. It's like proper Hunger Games vibes. I'm like, this is so cool. It's not just, it wasn't my perception of archery, and I really, there's so much to it, and it's just so interesting. I'm really enjoying it.
And also from us as performance people, from our side, to actually learn how we can get little bits from, because I've found it with my swimming that actually added in bits of sports massage, bits of trying to work, at least attempting to work on my nutrition, that I found a change in performance. So for us, hopefully there's a lot we can learn from professionals like yourself. Yeah,
well, I think so. I'd like to take a holistic approach to sort of any type of sport, whether you class yourself as an athlete or not. But I think the sort of recovery side of things as well is so overlooked, and the nutritional side of things too. It just can really give you that edge, I think, and that boost your performance. So I love just exploring all the different avenues that there is as a trainer as well, to help people depending on what their goals are. Doesn't matter whether it's archery or whether it's something else.
Yeah, and in general, I've found with goals, it was one I took from a workshop I went to, and there's a what they call performance specialist or something, where you get sort of to just help you move your foot, and it said it doesn't matter what your goals are as long as they're meaningful to you. Because I always set my goals for myself, and it's sort of, I don't expect you to be holding yourself to that because you're not me. And I suppose for Scotland, we're looking again at the big picture of Scottish archery. So how have you found the move into the sport of archery as well?
It's been really exciting so far. Just coming in with an objective view and understanding how the sport's kind of running at the moment, how it's operating, how it's run in the past, and looking at different ways that we can improve. First of all, I think just the setup of the event today at Inverclyde National Sports Centre, it looks fantastic. So I think a big well done to Alistair Shields and Craig Patterson and everyone for organising this event. It's great to see so many people here taking part from all over the country and all over the UK. So it's an exciting time, I think, for Scottish Archery, as I said, in our new 4-year cycle, and we're continuously looking to try and improve all aspects of the sport going forward. So really happy to be on board.
Yeah, cause I have it I'm always looking north as well on my social media and things. And obviously I'm in contact through the podcast. I've done work with Alistair and Craig as well, and looking at what you guys in Scotland, never mind just West of Scotland, they're doing great things, but Scottish archery in general. To me, it's sort of, I'm getting excited just watching you from just south of the border as well, because it's sort of, again, I think we're a sport where there's a lot of untapped potential. It's supposed to be the best way.
I think we talked about that earlier today.
Yeah.
That's what I see just from a layman's perspective that doesn't know. I'm thinking, why are more people not here watching this? This is amazing. And I just find it's so interesting, and it's really cool. More people would enjoy it if, I don't know. I think there is a lot of untapped potential without a doubt.
Yeah, because I think it's one as a we could even as a spectator sport. There's potential there, and like we were having discussions off record about developing clubs as well. Yeah, it's one where there's a lot of things that people try to do in clubs, and I think it does give. Especially with Scottish Archery, it's. Correct me if I've got the wrong end here, but you guys are actually going out in working with clubs to develop them at grassroots, but then also never mind just grassroots. If you want to make a system where you can go from being someone week one beginners course, and then they could follow a good pathway where they're going to develop and get up to Scottish, British level even as well. Yeah, I think you've hit the nail on the head. I think there's continuous developments going on every single day. That's why we work full time to grow the sport, and there's so many different developments going on in each area, as you said, whether it's within clubs. We're trying to work our best with each and every individual club to see where they're at on a personal level, and what support they need and what support we can offer them, and also with each archer as individuals, where we can support them. Within clubs, do they need more coaches, for example?
How many clubs are there in Scotland?
Around 60. Around 60, yeah. No, not at all. We have around 60 clubs at the moment, which is why I want to do a little bit of work, or we've begun doing some work to try our best to work with every single one of them to see what support they need and what support we can give them. And I think it's a kind of long-term objective, this piece of work, to see if we can just keep the sport growing from grassroots level right through to performance level, but also see where each club needs kind of support, and also for that retention for the next 10, 20, 30 years to come. So what we can do to get archers in who even if you get, it does seem there's sort of different strands of archery. Like you've got your people like me who do competition because it's competition for the event, like this week, coming to this weekend, things like that. You have people like your Shays and things, Shay Boyd and things, who are coming up and progressing to national level, and then also keeping that, but also the purely recreational archer as well. And it's keeping, I suppose it's for across the board for all of us, is helping sure everyone gets something that they enjoy, whether you're recreational or you're purely recreational or purely a thoroughbred competitor as well, and everywhere in between as well. And I think that's one of our main pillars of our new 4-year strategy, is to support people and make wider connections. So support each and every member of Scottish Archery to participate or compete at whatever level they want to, because you will get some recreational archers that just want to come along to the club and shoot arrows, and you will have other archers who really want to succeed and potentially go on a path to international level or GB level. So it's about trying to work with each individual in each club to try and get them there. It sounds to me like a good strategy, because obviously, relatively for someone my own age, I'm an old timer in archery. So it's I'm an old man now in archery terms. But it's nice to see this that you guys are doing it. And like I said before, it's something that, looking north of the border, it's sort of, I suppose admiration's probably the most appropriate word. Not jealousy, because I'm enjoying watching you succeed, and it's you guys succeed in the framework that Scottish Archery, in events like this where we're getting industry professionals coming down, and we've got around the table pretty much a recreational competition archer, an industry professional, and Scottish Archery sat together talking. It sounds like what you guys have going on here is a really good way forwards as well for the sport.
I think there definitely could be, I think it's exciting, for every aspect of it, definitely. So see the competitions like these as well, when you're talking about that, I take it if you're like recreational archer, they can compete if they want to, alongside somebody that's at national level.
Yeah.
So there is no, so that's great as well. And where else do you get the chance to do that in sport, where you are able to rub shoulders with somebody else and learn off of that right in front of you? I think that just in the sport itself is something that's really good. Really
I had it, King Alistair and the guys took me across to the Netherlands for the big shoot Kings of Archery.
Oh, yeah.
And on my target, there's little old Nye from Morecambe. And then, so I'm a recreational club archer. On my target, on the other 3 archers on my target, you had Frank, he's probably Dutch level. He shoots, I don't know if he's on the Dutch national team or anything, but he'd be a pretty good archer, owns a big shop in the Netherlands.
Yep.
One other lad, Alan, was 37th in the world Croatian national team. They're shooting on C and D detail. I'm on B. And shooting A next to me is Maro Nespoli, who's 3-time Olympic medalist, won silver in 2021. Wow. And so I'm in the other sports, you wouldn't get the chance to be playing alongside these. And what I liked even more was these are 3 big names who, if anyone was going to be arrogant, these lads would have earned the right to be you're beneath me sort of thing. But what I also found was the 3 of them were just really nice lads as well. You felt like you didn't feel like I'm honoured to be in your presence sort of thing. They were just nice lads and shook hands and everything, and we all got on as well.
I was going to say, did that make you nervous?
Oh, I'm one of. I think I'm one of those where put me around the big names, I don't get nervous because I work alongside academics and things.
Right.
So people who've earned, as academics, they've earned the right to be up at the big levels, and again, they're nice people. So I suppose I've grown up being sort of, relatively speaking, on a different level to people, but realising, look, they're decent people. Everyone's just a decent person as well. So it's but again, it's like that. You could have had little old Nye, but you could have had little Jimmy, who's just finished a beginner's course, and he could have gone there and been in my place, but shooting alongside these big name archers. And it's like you say,
it's inspiring though, is it? Surely for archers that are just coming up.
That's why I've done some of the big shoots I've done. It's been a case. I see it with archers who are better than me at club level. I'm not good enough to go to that shoot at the next door club. What if I embarrass myself? I've shot with an Olympian and didn't shoot very high scores, and you know what? He didn't care. So it's like, So it's trying to give people trying to encourage
confidence.
People, that people don't judge you as well. And if I can do it, then you can do it as well.
I think that's one of the main things about today. I've spoke with a few people. As I said, this is the first event that I've been at in the last 5 months, and how inclusive it is today. Everyone's talking with each other and getting on as friends, so it's really good to see that it is such an inclusive sport.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish you can understand the language barrier, the accents.
I'm more worried about you guys not understanding me.
Oh no, you're fine. I think Scottish sometimes people can't quite pick it up.
And I've got my mate he's not here this week, but we sometimes email each other about a shoot that we're at, and it'll end up with we always have a bit of the trash talk with each other, but it sort of makes banter as well.
Oh, that's funny.
So James, if you're listening, I'm missing you. I can't confess to that because he'll back. I can't confess to it though. So I suppose, guys, have we got a message for the people listening back home? Is there any sort of final words you'd like to say to them, or?
I would just like to say, I think, as I said at the start, it's a very exciting time. I think for Scottish archery, there's plenty of developments going on in the background that people don't see every single day. But there's a lot going on, and we'll be excited to share it with the membership, and that's something that is a big focus of ours over the next 4 years. Is as I said, supporting people and supporting our wider community. So we're looking forward to it.
Aye, sounds good. That, and for yourself, Linda.
I'd just say, if you've never seen anybody shoot an arrow, come and watch them. Go to your local club because it's phenomenal. The bows are absolutely insane, and I just think if you've never seen it before, just go along if you're interested in it. I'm sure they would be delighted to welcome you in, and
people are always welcome with archery.
That was fantastic. Really good to hear from Linda and
Jonny.
You sound like you're having a little bit too much fun. I know there's bits in this that I've had to edit out.
I've been introducing Sir would you call that a Lancashire phrase, a Cumbrian phrase, or a Northern phrase, Neil, that I introduced to Scotland?
Well, considering I've never actually heard of it until I met you, I've got to say it's a Nye phrase.
Fair enough. I've got Dan laughing here.
So, for anybody that doesn't know what we're referring to, ask Nye the next time you see him, because I'm not going to repeat it on the podcast.
I think the long and short is I introduced a new bit of bad language to West of Scotland.
You did, and now they know that word. They're going to be using it all the time. So anyway, let's look at day 2. So day 2 was Vegas in the morning and WA18 round in the afternoon.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
Even though I'll insist it's still being called a feature 18.
Well, yes, it's allowed to be a feature 18, depending on how old you are and how long you've been in archery for. You may know it as the feature 18. It is now known as the WA18 since the name change to World Archery. So, did the format switch up at all? Was the people there for both days? How did they feel about the change in the format and the actual rounds, or did they just crack on with it as normal?
Yeah, we had a lot of archers sort of going and just crack on as well, which was nice to see. We had quite a good number who did all 4 sessions. I know that me and Sarah didn't. I had to pull out of shooting just because I've been having to take a step back from my own shooting at the moment, just because I'm having a bit of it. I've got the coaching bug a bit too much, so I've been enjoying the coaching too much to focus on myself, my own shooting. So yeah, I was more in the support mode, and we had a good catch up. It was, most of the people there seemed to really enjoy it. The people who were there for the 2 days, we had a couple of guys coming up just for the day. So we had good friend of the good people who've supported the show, Caitlin Mason, her mum Siobhan, and Grandma Fiona. They came up, so it was good to touch base with them as well. And I think there were quite a few tired archers by the end of that were flagging by the end of the Vegas in the morning. And I suppose with the Vegas, it's the mental tiredness that comes with it as well, with it being obviously 3 spots in the triangular format. It takes a lot, and then switching targets halfway takes its toll eventually. There seemed to be quite a high level of enjoyment through the day anyway. Spirits were high. And I've just remembered the other bit that I didn't come. We were talking about day 2, but we missed out on something on one of the events of the evening of day 1.
Go on then.
So I told you about how Kings of Archery used to have Nerves of Steel.
Yes.
And how it didn't make a feature this time because of the increase in sessions.
Yes.
This time, however, it did make its way across to the west of Scotland.
Oh, joy!
Yeah, so that was a good evening. That was a real tense showdown, that one. And I can't remember who won, but I can't remember the gentleman's name who won, but I remember it was a very nail-biting finish, and they had to. Basically, no one actually managed to hit it through the steel plate. So we had to go to nearest the bullseye challenge. And I think we're talking fractions of a millimetre, and fractions of a millimetre decided it. But it was, I tell you what, it was the way the lads did it, put it on Graham and Alistair when they were doing that. The atmosphere was brilliant for it. Everyone was proper ooh.
I don't think I'd be brave enough to do Nerves of Steel, if I'm honest. I break out arrows, without having things to shoot at. I don't need extra help.
I'd do it, but I'd fail spectacularly. But may go big enough to make me want to have a go.
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen Nerves of Steel, Dan? No. Oh, basically it's a steel plate and with a hole in it. And if you have to get in the hole, you're through to the next round. If not, you already get smashed against steel plate. That's half centimetre thick steel plate. And every time the hole gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I'm still shooting at something the size of probably not even the size of a pound coin. And it's proper nervy as well.
It's not. Well, it's called Nerves of Steel for a reason. Anyway, so looking back at the day 2, you had a chance to speak to the team from the Western Isles with Gary and Linda. Anything you want to mention about that, or do you just want to jump straight into the interview?
Well, what I'd say about the guys from the Western Isles is just what a lovely bunch they are, because I can't remember who I got talking to one of the guys from Western Isles the day before, because just because there was an equipment failure for one of the archers, and not one of the guys from Western Isles, but another archer at the shoot, and I'd volunteered to be on the line, so they had someone with them. And so we got to talking, because obviously the Unstrung Archery shirts stick out quite a lot, because we look like walking clips all over.
Like a sore drum.
But yeah, we got talking, and then we talked about the journeys and things, and we got talking about their story and how they're preparing for the Island Games. So all different islands from across the country, with people like Greenland, even as big as Greenland, coming, Faroe Islands, etc. And I believe it's in Orkney this time. And so they've got the Island Games in Orkney this year. And so, given the location, they were looking to try and get some big competition experience in before the games came around. And so they'd all made the long journey back on the ferry across to West Scotland. And what I liked about them was there was quite a large junior contingent as well. So a lot of young archers who were all a family. And just what a lovely group they all were, from the adults all the way through to the people in the younger ones, youngsters in the early 20s through to probably 12. I apologise to the guys in advance if I got the ages wrong, but I just remember them being some really young ones, and just the way they behaved, the way they conducted themselves was just prop. Let's put it this way: they were a really good junior squad, both in attitude and in ability, and it was just really nice to see them getting the medals and putting in some good performances as preparation. And it'd be good. Looking forward to you guys hearing the story in this interview.
Yep. Well, let's get straight into it then, shall we?
And so we are here on day 2 of the West of Scotland Indoor Archery Association. We're just starting the WA18 in the afternoon session, and I'm joined by Gary and Linda from Western Isles, and they've come down as a team today, so I'm going to get them to tell us a bit more about how they found the event and sort of plans for the future as well. So we'll go ladies first. I'll ask Linda to introduce herself very quickly.
I'm Linda and I'm the team manager.
And over to Gary.
But I'm going to be Andy.
Scratch that. We are with Andy. Sorry, yes. Andy. I'll hand over to you, sir.
So I'm Andy Twort. I'm obviously from the Isle of Lewis, and I'm the coach for the Western Isles Archers.
And what I've liked about you guys is you come down as everyone's come down together in a nice mix of adults and juniors as well. So people of all ages is it with you guys, and quite a successful medal haul as well over the days. So I was wondering, could you tell me a bit about the ethos of you guys, because everyone seems together as well. So a bit of the ethos, the team ethos you've got going.
You're going to say something, go ahead.
So I'm going to say that, so we're a small island, we have a very small population, and we have a very small archery club. What we're lacking quantity, we like to hope we make up for in quality. So we've been working the last 2 or 3 years, the last 4 years, working really hard at trying to get ourselves to the Island Games. So the Island Games is a competition, with clues in the title, islands in the Bahamas, in the Mediterranean, whatever, in the northern Europe. And this next year we're getting together in Orkney. it's an elite athletics activity or competition, so we need to be good enough to be there. So we've been recently concentrating on our outdoor archery, and we've been concentrating on getting our archers good enough to be there, to actually not let the side down, as it were. Today they're here really in a proper competition on a proper shooting line, just so everyone can see how good they are, how they cope under the pressure of a shooting line, all that sort of stuff, how they cope under the pressure of a proper competition, discipline of a competition. We have some youngsters. Our youngest archer here today is 11.
And he shot well.
He shot well, and he took a medal home with him yesterday.
Nice.
Which is absolutely brilliant. We have other youngsters up to, well, our oldest is mature.
Mature, very mature.
Yes. So we have a whole range of ages of archers here.
And also PB the other day as well.
I think everybody has got a PB at some point since we came down.
Nice.
Yeah.
So good success across the board.
Good success.
And also it seems like you've earned the medals as well.
They have earned the medals. They haven't just got them just for turning up. They've all shot really well, and most of them have shot a personal best. And for some of them, it's been their first competition. Obviously, for the 11-year-old, it's his first competition. But because of the distance and where we are, we don't get much chance to get competitions like this. So that's why there are so many of us.
Yeah.
We've taken a good team down. There are how many of us all together? 9?
9 of us here.
Yeah, there are 9 of us here all together.
Nice.
So that's we don't get so many opportunities. So when we do get them, we make the most of them.
And so how obviously we're bringing the guys down here for exposure to competition conditions. How have you found as an event? How have you found the West of Scotland indoors?
It's been absolutely brilliant because everybody's so friendly and so helpful. And when we don't know exactly what to do, somebody has always helped us, told us. The judges have been great, and it's been a really good, fun atmosphere. We've really enjoyed it. Met a lot of people that we wouldn't meet otherwise.
It sounds like it's been an all-round good look.
Oh, it's definitely been worth doing for us. Definitely worth doing.
Yes. Hey, that sounds perfect as well. And
yes.
So, with the Island Games, what sort of schedule have you guys got planned for that? How would it work?
Well, the Island Games are in July, so we've got some other competitions that we're planning to go to, and when the outdoor ones start, we're planning to do some of these. But at home, where we do outdoor practice, we do indoor practice, and everybody is trying to improve to get to the Island Games. Now, we only have a certain amount of members that we can take, because obviously there's teams from other sports going, so they're fighting for their places.
Yeah.
They're fighting for their places.
And I'd just like to add that, as Linda just said, we practice indoors, we practice outdoors. I should add, we're on an island out in the Atlantic, in a really horrible part of the weather of the world. We practice outdoors every week.
Regardless,
whatever. I mean, last year I think we missed 2 days when we physically couldn't get there because of ice. Other than that, every Monday morning we've been practicing outdoors in 50-mile-an-hour winds or whatever. We're out there.
Pouring rain,
snow, whatever. So they are dedicated.
Andre, the dad,
yes.
Isn't it?
Yes,
I was talking to Andre before, and he was saying how the conditions you guys train in. I like to think I'm quite a drill sergeant, quite tough with my archers, and the toughness for me pales compared to the dedication you guys are showing.
Well, it's not because we're tough; it's because they want to get better and they enjoy doing it. We don't have to force them to go out in that way.
They enjoy it.
They're happy to do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I've loved watching everyone of your team shooting, has been the enjoyment on the faces while they're here as well.
They love the buzz of the whole thing, of the competition. They enjoy that.
And also for me, looking from the outside, looking across, just how nice and polite, especially with the juniors, how nice and polite they are as well. Just a really lovely bunch.
Yes. It's their parents that are responsible for that. No, Yes, they've been well brought up.
From me, looks makes you guys look really good as well when you look across and think, yep, they're a really nice group.
Yeah, I'm glad you think that.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, I was saying it to Andre before. I thought I actually want to put it on record as well. And yeah, I suppose a message. What I'd ask a couple of questions to finish off.
Okay.
First of all, I'll ask both of you. To anyone listening at home who's thinking about maybe getting into competitions or not, what would you say to them to say, come down, give it a go? Would you have any advice to give them?
I would say give it a go, because it doesn't matter what level you had. Everybody's welcome at these competitions, and that's all I can say. Everybody's welcome.
Thank you, Linda. And
I'm going to say that if you can sort of hit the boss, don't worry about scoring arrows, but if you can hit the boss with an arrow, then you won't feel out of place in a competition like this. You'll quietly get on and do your own thing, and you're very much competing against yourself. As a novice, you're not competing against the top guys. You're not going to beat them. It's not going to happen. So see what your score is this week. You won't be happy with it. Next time, that's what you're trying to beat. So you're competing against yourself all the way through. And then there's that kind of fear of you're in a strange room full of strangers, and actually by the end of the weekend you're in a room full of friends, which is archery is marvellous for that sort of thing. And whatever age, whatever ability, people will help you. So if you're kind of thinking, oh, should I be on the line now? Should someone else be on the line? Someone will help you. Someone will put you on the line. So if someone out there is thinking, oh, should I go and do a competition? The answer is yes. Just do it. And if you're scared about it, ring up the organisers and say, can you help me? Can I enter your competition? They will say yes. They will put you in a friendly target with some friendly people and look after you. So don't worry about it. Go there and do it.
Oh, thank you. And
all right. So it's great having people that are just happy to come in and get involved and have a chat. So I want to say a big thank you to the team from the Western Isles for talking to Nye there.
And also, I think also I can speak for both of us here, Neil, and the rest of the listeners of Unstrung Archery, that we wish them all the best for the Island Games and hopefully some positive results as well for you guys.
Indeed. Fingers crossed for you, and just go for it. You know, what more can you do, honestly? So let's move on to our usual segments. So we'll start off with competitions that we're looking forward to. I know we have a couple of competitions to look back at, but let's have a quick look at some competitions that we're looking forward to. As we're gearing up for the upcoming months, and with outdoor season just days away, here's what's on our radar. So for me, I want to do a shout out to for Bowman and Pendle and Salisbury. Now, this one is an interesting competition. It's not going to be for everyone. However, it is the Lancashire Archery Introduction to Competition shoot. Now, this is basically any archer who's never attended a judged or record status shoot. There's a session in the morning and a session in the afternoon. You've got a Warwick round for adults and a Warwick 30 round for juniors. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be 60 yards for the adults and 30 yards for the juniors. You can shoot to either one or both rounds. And that's being run by Angela Kellett, who was recently at the Wigan and Oral Portsmouth as one of the judges. She is TO for this event, with Lorraine Morris heading up the judge in charge role. Lovely Lorraine. So that one is on the 27th of April. So there's still time to get entries in there. And as of the last time I spoke to Angela, there are still spots left. Looking at the Lancashire website, there are still spots left. The entry form is still there. So get your information over if you just started in archery and you want to get stuck into competition. Even if you don't feel like you're going to be able to hit 60 yards, just go for it. You know, get there, see what competition's all about, learn what the judges expect from you when you do go to a competition, and just have fun. P&S always put on a great day, so, you know, get yourselves out there. Now, have you got anything?
I suppose first thing is, Neil, do they have bacon butties there?
Oh, good question. I'm not sure. There may well be.
And I think to follow on, there's two shoots that I've got my eye on this coming month as well. First of all, 13th of April, we've got our friends at Ashington Bowman have their early bird Albion as well. And
Yeah.
obviously,
And I'll be judging at that competition, so if you want me to come and annoy you, I will be there.
And also, people, please enter it just so you can be, and please go and annoy Neil for me. It would be greatly appreciated.
Ashington always put on a great shoot, so that'll be a good one as well.
And good ones for whether you're wanting to come out of a competitive season coming up, or you might be. So whether you're wanting to use it as a warm-up for a competitive season coming or as an entry to competitions, Ashington's shoots are good on both fronts because everyone's really welcoming. They look after you, so you're in very good hands. And the second one that I've got to bring, or I'd like to give a shout out to, is Kendall Bowman's 2-day metric clout on the 26th and 27th of April as well. So if you're wanting to have your first clout event, this is a good one to go to, and I'm going to be attending that one, and with a few of my guys from Northern Archery. So if you're up for it, I'm looking forward to seeing you all there. And I've got a couple of Cumbrian events for me as well that are looking quite promising to complement the diary. We have Keswick Archers are doing their spring gathering shoot on the 11th of May, and I believe that's the Westerns. And 25th of May we have the Cumbria Championships up at Espatria, organised by Jeff Hyam as well. So there's I believe does that cover our events, Neil, for the next couple of months that we've got coming?
It does, and I think they're all very exciting shoots. So, if you're still on the fence about going out to a competition, have a look on your county website. You can see there's a lot of competition going on. Some of them you don't even have to travel that far from. But if you're interested in going out a little bit and you don't mind traveling, have a look at all the other county sites as well. And generally have all the competitions in the local areas there. Go out and support these shoots, because without you guys going to them, they don't run. If you want more competitions, you've got to attend more competitions. It's that simple, really. So let's move on to our next section, where we have a look at competitions that we've been to ourselves. So the big one. The very, very successful Wigan and Oral Archers Portsmouth that was UK record status. And bear in mind, this was my first. No. Was it first or second? I can't remember. It was my first indoor UK record status competition. It was our first competition at our new venue as well. Some of the feedback was absolutely fantastic from people. So, really, really appreciate the people getting back to us. We did have a little bit of feedback about the stair situation, which, we've taken on board. We're going to have a look at how we can resolve that. But a lot of people did comment about the viewing area over the top of the range was brilliant for those that actually came to spectate. And some people put in some fantastic scores. It was fantastic seeing everybody there. We had a really good time, and I really enjoyed putting that one on. Now, what was your thoughts as the Lord P turning up several hours late?
I would like to say in my defence, Archers, that I didn't find out I was Lord Patron until about 5 minutes before Neil decided to tell me 5 minutes before the shoot kicked off. So all my plans of turning up in the afternoon were sort of panic, I'm Lord Patron. So I also remember Archers that Neil now owes me 3 Lord Patron visits at NBA shoots.
Yes, I'm gonna have to be up at there at some point.
It was a really good event, and good to see a good turnout and lovely atmosphere. And also, I believe congratulations to young Alex as well for achieving his MB score for the current season as well. It was I remember it was the one where I met. I'd been in touch with Alex's mum when I used to run the NBA Postal League, and he actually did himself out of through his own honesty. He had accidentally got his score as winning rather than where I think he was meant to be third or something. The lad worked it out on his own that he should have been third rather than first, and actually got his mum to contact me to say that he shouldn't have won it. So he's a good lad he's a good lad, and it was nice to see in a good sport. So it's good to see him getting the success some good success at yours as well.
Yes, indeed. He's a good little archer, and integrity is a big part of archery. So great job there, Alex, for being honest about the score being incorrect, and well done, Nye, for messing it up. To be fair, running competitions, it's one of the most nerve-wracking things, doing the scores and making sure that everybody's scores are being entered correctly. So I get it. It's stressful.
Yeah, that was a postal league for over 400 archers.
Yes, exactly. So mistakes were made, but they were rectified, which is great.
But yeah, it's a really good event, mate, and looking forward to the next one down at yours.
Indeed, and we've obviously got the one in August, which is going to be world record status. So I'm trembling at that thought, but yes, it should be a good day.
But you'll smash. The thing is, mate, you'll smash world. You've done the shoots you've done. You'll smash world record status, because we had world record status for our double 720. And the work you've done already will be more than enough to get. You'll have no difficulty with your the quality of Wigan shoots. You'll have no difficulty in meeting all the world record status stuff that you need.
Yeah, thank you. So what have you got on your calendar? What have you been to other than the Wigan and Laurel Portsmouth?
So it's been a busy month for both of us on the TO front, because first and second of the month was Morecambe MBA's Wet Warwick and Cumbria Frostbite. So
where did that go?
Oh, it went really well. We're missing. There's one key ingredient though that we've been missing, and that's a podcast host to come and do Lord Patron duty.
So I wonder
who that could be, Neil.
Yes, I'm going to have to get up for the next one. Is it the American? Your next one?
Yeah, our American in September. But
okay, I will definitely be with that on this time.
It's been a bit of we had a bit of turmoil at NBA in that we've had, but it's a good news for our previous venue, but bad news for us in that as a club that Wharton Cricket Club are growing, and unfortunately didn't have the capacity to host us anymore, so we had to find a new venue. Unfortunately, Lancaster Cricket Club were in a position where they've been able to put us up, so it's a smaller competition than we'd originally planned. However, everything seemed to go really well, and now we've done the first event, looking forward to building bigger and stronger for September's American. But just wanted to, and also I just wanted to take the chance to say to Wharton, wish them all the best for the cricket going forwards, and thank you for being so good to us over the last decade and a half. And to Lancaster, thank you for having us, and we're looking forward to working with you guys going forwards in the future.
Indeed. So, moving on to our Unstrung Unsungs. It's that time to shine a spotlight on those who keep the archery world ticking but don't always get the credit they deserve. So, I'll go first this time because I haven't had anybody for the last few episodes. But I want to take a shout out to one of our newer members who's just become a committee member and taken over all our social media stuff, taking a big a chunk of work off myself, which is Paul Rigby. He has, really helped out the club. myself personally by taking some of the more mundane tasks, shall we say? Not mundane. He loves it really, but some of the stuff that I haven't got time for anymore, and it really does hurt a club that isn't communicating with people and getting the word out there. Paul's doing a fantastic job of that. So I want to say a big thank you to Paul. Keep up the hard work, and can't wait to see what you come up with over the next couple of months. So thank you, Paul. Nye?
Yeah. Oh, I just want to first of all echo what you've said to the work Paul's been putting in, and met him at our American, and a good bloke, and I'm sure he'll do some good work as well. And then
he was kind of the brains behind the Portsmouth. Again, he took on quite a lot of the roles there, along with Mike Horsfield, and the rest of the field party. Dave Nash that also helped out as head of field party. But Paul basically kept me pretty levelled when it came to running that competition, especially the last few days beforehand, making sure everybody was in place and stuff like that. So cannot thank him enough.
And I think for me, it's going to be, again, a shout out to Ben from Lancaster Cricket Club, because obviously he's not an archer. He's not an archer, but obviously Lancaster Cricket Club came to our they came to the rescue of NBA with getting back to us to allow us to have the ground, which has fortunately enabled us to keep giving us a great outdoor venue with a great clubhouse, and allowed us a chance to shoot, and also a great venue for competitions as well. So for me, a big thank you to Ben.
Can't wait to come and see it. And thank you, Ben, for keeping NBA going.
And one last final thing. I've got a segment of the podcast where I get people to give their unsung hero a shout out. So for you guys, obviously, we're relatively new to archery. So we can either bring someone from archery, or for yourselves, someone who's in your career who doesn't necessarily get the love they deserve. So it doesn't have to be a big name, but if it's someone who's giving you a leg up or something, just a chance to give them thanks. So here we are with the new section of Unstrung Unsung, where I introduced it when we came to the outdoors, and threw my mate Neil under the bus, you don't know it's happening, but it's happening now. So I'll hand over to Linda first.
Yeah, so mine would be in the world of archery, and it's Alistair Shields. So he's and Craig Patterson. Yeah. So he has, both of them have let me go and see their club, and invited me along today, which was really kind of them. And I've got the pleasure of training Alistair and learning a lot more about the sport of archery and being introduced to this new world.
And so thank you to Alistair and Craig. We know we love you at Unstrung Archery as well. And
I would echo that. A big thank you to Alistair and Craig for inviting me along here today. And I would say, for me at this present moment in time, in my job role, I would say all of the volunteers that have helped me so far, because that's what I think this sport is all about. As I said, that inclusivity and trying to listen to other people, see their points of views. So I would say all the incredible volunteers that are not just here today, but all around Scotland and the UK that are so interested in this sport.
Hey, very nice, and thank you again, guys, for your time.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, likewise. And
I'd like to thank Linda for running the finances of the club so incredibly well. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you, Linda.
I'd like to say a thank you to Gary, who has been a major influence in getting the kids up to the level they're at, because he is the dedicated one who's there every Monday. Rain, hail or shine, he's definitely an unsung hero.
Thank you. Yeah, and I'll put on a thank you to the three of you as well for all that you've from the little time we've spent with you, just seeing what you guys have been doing for everyone. It's really great to see what you've been doing for them as well. So with that in mind, thank you again. Thank you again, you two, and thank you for that. And fingers crossed for a good afternoon for us as well.
Yes, indeed.
And also, as well, a big thank you to my silent guest host today, Dan, who's sitting in the corner, looking in despair that he's worried now I'm going to give him the microphone.
So he's been an insider for this episode, sat quietly in the corner, keeping Nye company, so thank you, Dan.
Thanks, Dan. He's giving us a thumbs up. And Dan was also one of my regular sparring partners from the time when I was working with Luac, Lancaster Uni. And we've had many a good trip up to Sultan's as well, Sultan's for pizza afterwards.
All right, that's a wrap for episode 3. I want to say again a huge thank you to everybody that I spoke to at the West of Scotland Indoor Championships. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and don't forget we have now got a TikTok. Send in your questions, comments, or if you have nominations for the next Unsung yourself. If anybody's out there that really does need a shout out for everything they do, get in touch and we will have a good chat about them. Also, you can join us on our Discord channel. Everything is going to be down in the show notes. Until next time, keep your arrows flying true, and we'll see you in the next one.
Before we sign off, we want to hear from you guys, our amazing listeners. If you have any questions, stories, or insights you'd like to share, we'd love to feature your voice on our next episode. Just hit that recording button on your phone or computer and send your voice clip to us. You could be part of the conversation. Plus, we are building a vibrant archery community on our Discord server. It's the perfect place to connect with fellow archers, share your experiences, and stay updated on all things Unstrung Archery. You'll find the links to both our voice submission platform and our Discord server on our Linktree or in the episode description below. Your voice matters, and we can't wait to have you join the discussion. Until next time, keep those questions coming and stay safe in your archery journey.